shop where the colors come alive. Collectors dream and memories shine like fireworks in the sky. Stacked to the ceiling with stories in light. Magic in the air when the toys play at night. Robots spinning, Game Boys flashing, action figures strike a pose. Barbie's got her sunglasses on, G.I. Joe's in hero mode. Arcade lights and vintage signs, glowing warm and bright. Everybody smiles when the toys play at night. Race cars roaring down the aisle like thunder and chrome. Furbies waking up like they just found home. Every shelf's a treasure map, everything feels right. Step into the wonder when the toys play at night.
Hello, I screwed that up. Woo! Sorry about that. Hey, George, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. We are at the toy store, I guess.
Yes, we are.
How are you, buddy? What's going on?
I am good. I feel like a superhero right now.
You look like a superhero. What the hell?
There's superheroes all behind me too.
Yeah, it's superhero night. That's what I heard.
Yes, it is.
I'm excited. I have a lot of superheroes that I love. I'm sure I'll come across them as you say them. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I think the first, the first thing is what comes to mind when you think of a superhero?
Well, overall, I would think about the first superhero I would come to would be Superman, of course. I think Superman would be the first one that would come to my brain.
Yeah, and of course that was the first comic, was a Superman comic. I believe that was like in 1931-ish, 34, somewhere in there.
Really? That old, huh?
Yep. Yeah, it was. The first comic, I think it was 1938. I just looked it up.
1938 it was Superman.
It was Action Comics #1 issue. That was Superman.
Wow, very cool.
That's usually what people think of when it comes to that. But it actually, the superhero thought process, that is someone that has extraordinary abilities, that does something very special. Usually superhero, of course, is helping humanity, helping people. Otherwise, you have a villain. So, you wouldn't think a villain as a superhero. But the superheroes, the word actually was termed in 1899. Was the first time superhero was
1899. Wow.
1899. Yes.
And do you know who the first person they, I guess, claimed was a superhero?
It was
from
1899.
I guess it wasn't Superman, right? It was
no. It was actually in a British play, The Scarlet Pimpernel. I'm probably not pronouncing that right.
That was the superhero, though, the Scarlet Pimple.
There was a superhero in there.
Scarlet wasn't the one, but that's the name of it.
It was someone with a secret identity that was termed superhero in there, a masked Avenger.
I gotcha. So yeah, because I was going to say maybe Robin Hood. He may have been a superhero at one point.
Yes, Robin Hood. If you look at Tarzan, Tarzan came out in, I think, 1912, somewhere in there.
Our friend Sean McCoy is here. Our friend Gressel. Do you know Gressel? That's Miss Tree. Don't tell everybody.
Oh.
We're both superheroes. She's so sweet. We love you, Gressel. Thank you. All right, moving on. Go ahead.
But yeah, when you think of superheroes, it's not just, people in capes, having superpowers from another planet, stuff like that. Superheroes can be like Roy Rogers, or like you said, Zorro. Anyone. Yep, like Westerns. if you grew up in that time frame, your superheroes, they were westerns. Westerns were very big in
Right,
that
you had
time
your
frame.
villains, which always had the black on, right? They always wore
Yep,
black, and they were notified as the villains. And then your superheroes,
exactly.
the good guys, would be the guys in white. Yeah,
Yep.
most
Well, I,
times.
I remember one of the first movies that I saw as a little kid was Flash Gordon, and it
Oh,
scared me.
yeah. That was a TV show, right? Before it was even a cartoon, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think
I
it was
remember.
maybe a comic as well, but way back then, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
totally recall. But
I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm definitely right. I mean, you know
yeah,
better than
but
me.
but in 19, I'm looking right here. I had some notes. 1934, Flash Gordon uh, started. So that's back, right before Superman.
Yeah.
So you look at all the different genres. It's not just sci-fi. Everyone thinks superheroes are sci-fi, but it's not. You can even go to an extreme and say, like Bugs Bunny or the Roadrunner, they were superheroes because
Hey,
they
what?
always, yeah, they always
Well, I
got
guess they
the
always
better.
prevailed in the end, right? They
They
always
did.
prevailed.
They did.
But
Exactly.
they were for evil, though, the two of them bastards. They would trick that damn coyote or Elmer Fudd.
Right.
Anyway, go ahead.
Right. But you got to think the Wile E. Coyote and Elmer Fudd was always out to get Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner. So
Uh-huh.
in a sense, they were the bad guy, and the hero, the superhero, was those two.
Wow.
And especially if you look at it, well, there's a lot of children back then that looked up to Bugs Bunny and possibly even, the Roadrunner as heroes. So you also look at it like that. You know, how is that character perceived? Do you look up to them? Do you think of them as someone of importance or saving the day? That's a superhero.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Hey, Martinez, Mr. Martinez, everybody, pick him up. He's out there, right there in the crowd. You can find all his music on all the platforms. What's up, homie? We're talking superheroes tonight, my good friend. So go ahead, George. Keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
That's
So,
our buddy.
uh, so
Blazing one.
back in the 70s, did you have any like people you looked up to, actresses and or actors?
Oh, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, I was my parent. I looked up the superheroes. They were superheroes to me. I was a huge fan of the WWF. I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
remember that. I don't know if you're
Yep.
too young for that, but that's
Nope. I
called the
don't.
World Wrestling Federation.
Yes.
And that was with Vince McMahon before they ended up having to change the name to
Yep.
WWE. And then, and when I watched that back then, those guys were good guys and bad
Yep.
guys. I always
Exactly.
went for the good guys. Yeah.
And again, superheroes. They always
They were
prevailed.
my superheroes. Yes, they were my super.
Exactly. And back then,
Benny
we did
Hill.
not
Benny Hill
we did
was a superhero of mine.
right. We, we did not have the internet. We did not have all the social media. So you watched TV shows, you watched movies to go into a fantasy world, and you looked up to these idols, which a lot of them played superheroes or very popular characters that saved the day. And a good one, like this is the Teen Beat
Oh
or
my
Tiger
goodness.
Beat. Yep,
That's the
Tiger Beat.
heartthrob. Goodness gracious. Look at them
Yep.
all.
And as you can see, there's Battlestar Galactica guys in there.
That's Ralph Macchio, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Battlestar Galactica was one of my favorite sci-fi shows growing up in the 70s. I loved that show. Like I would sit waiting for that to come on. I love that. I
I
idolize that
wasn't
show.
into that. I was never a sci-fi kid. I don't know why. I just wasn't
Oh,
into it. I couldn't
I
get
love
into sci-fi.
sci-fi.
I
I
couldn't get
love the
into it.
sci-fi.
I
And
was into the cartoons, though. Don't get me wrong. I love my
right.
cartoons. I was always into Looney Tunes and,
Yep.
like you said, all the superheroes. I didn't think of it that way, but you're right. They're all
Yeah.
heroes in one way or another. I was thinking about how Buck Rogers says Martinez. Buck Rogers was another one. Yeah.
Exactly. Buck
Against
Rogers.
the
I love Buck Rogers.
Sleet Sloths, or whatever they were called, right? They were the bad. Who was the bad guys? Where were the Sleet
Oh,
Sloths?
I don't remember, but I remember what they look like.
They were the green monster looking like things, and I
Yep.
thought that was Buck Rogers, or could have been that other one.
But
I don't
like
remember. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get back to
one of my favorite characters in Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, look at that!
That was the robot dog
I
or pet,
remember him.
whatever it was.
I remember seeing him. I wasn't a big fan, but I remember seeing him. Is
Oh,
that
I
how much is that guy? Is he available? Is he on the
he
website?
is he's in my collection.
So he's
Yeah.
he's very valuable, huh?
Yeah. Well, he's worth about $30. He's from 1978. That's Muffet.
Muffet. His name is
Muffet.
Muffet.
Yep. Yeah, and
Very
I
cool.
didn't even know I had him. He was one of those toys that came out of the hoarder house, and I was going.
We're going to talk about this hoarder house
Oh,
forever.
of
Huh?
course, the hoarder house is going to be talked about all the time.
Did you make a mint off the mortar? Oh, the mortar house, the hoarder house.
Yeah, yes, I have. I think
And you're still making money every day.
Absolutely. Over the past, well, let's see, hoarder house was about 10
Years ago?
11, 12 years ago. I think it was about
Wow.
12 years ago. And I probably made 50,000 from that already.
Ah, wow. Wow.
There,
Did the hoarder pass on? I mean, unfortunately, did the hoarder pass on?
I don't know. He might have since then. I know he was.
Oh, you didn't
very
know the
ill.
story. You just were
No,
sold.
he was ill and in a home. So, whether he's alive or not, I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. I don't want to get off your track. I know you got a story to tell.
That's fine. But I was going through a box not too long ago. Yep, and it was with a bunch of toys from that house. And I was just going through it, pricing stuff, and all of a sudden, in the bottom of the box, there that was. I was so super excited about that.
Ooh, jumping up
That instantly went into my collection.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do you have a big Battlestar Galactica collection? Are you a big fan? Is that how it worked out? So you were like, yeah, that's going in. When you say my collection, is it just like you have that toy there, and that's like just one of many toys of different collections that you're just going to keep to screw people, basically, so they can't finish their collection?
What I do is, if it has a memory to me, it goes into that collection. Like, if I had that toy when I was little and I played with that, I will put one of those in my collection. Because I love that show, that is in my collection. That's all I need. I don't need any other piece.
You don't want any of the other Battlestar guys. You don't need. I don't know any of their names or what they look like. But
those can all go for sale.
You remember that one because that was the one that you owned when you were a small child.
Well, and I didn't own that.
What if somebody offered you $1,000 for it right now? Would it be sold?
Okay, well, if someone offered $1,000, I'd go buy 10 of them, and I'd still have money left over. So, that's another story.
I guess that was an outlandish offer. I'm sorry. That's how I bid at the auctions, though. So be prepared.
But no, I don't go overboard with my personal collection, only because I look at everything in here.
Everything is your collection.
It is my collection until it sells.
Until you sell it, yeah, that's it, right? You got the biggest collection, one of the biggest collections in the world, I think.
All right, go ahead. I don't know if I have that, but I might have the biggest variety. That's for sure.
That's true.
But yeah,
you good?
Yeah, it went out for a second there.
Yeah, I saw you froze.
Yeah, that was me then.
Again. There you go. All right, we're good. Moving on.
But but like we were talking at the beginning, everything started with comic books. That's where the basis of modern heroes came from, was comic books. That started the whole genre of, men in capes, men in tights, masked
Men in
people,
Black.
men in
Here
black.
come the men in black.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
But with comic books, there's such a huge variety, and it goes over so many different, cultures and genres, like Western. Now, this one doesn't
No,
have the cover, but that's Roy Rogers.
it doesn't have the cover, and you still kept it.
Yeah.
Is it
Well,
complete besides
it's for
that?
sale, and I only have $2 on it because
It
people
doesn't have
like
the cover.
no people like cutting the pictures out and using them for art projects and everything. So I don't throw things away, especially if it can be used like that,
If
especially
you
when it's
can, yeah,
old.
especially if it's that old, right? Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
It's you can put your silly putty on there and pull up
Well,
the ink,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And then
But like
stretch Roy
this,
Rogers' face.
yeah, this is a Western comic, so this is an
Look at
older
that,
one.
15 cents.
Yeah, that one's definitely old.
Yeah, that's
I
very old.
I
15
forget how
cents.
old
Welcome
that
in,
was,
everybody.
but
Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share. You're hanging out with the hippie and George. This is George's show. I'm just kind of chilling with him. He's teaching me about toys and toys that play at night. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, superheroes tonight.
Yeah,
And
that's
here's a
right.
comic, Flash Gordon.
Flash. Oh.
And that's it. You got it.
Yeah, I
But
remember.
as I was saying before, with Bugs Bunny, is Bugs Bunny comic.
Well, what was the price on that bad boy?
Originally,
No, originally, not your price.
some of them never had prices. Oh, 30 cents. That was a
30
30
cents.
cent.
What year does it say? Do you have that
That was
available?
1976.
76. I was just a small young boy then. That was probably a comic I had when I was a child.
And there's Battlestar
There you
Galactica.
go. The creme de la creme for you, huh?
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, that was one of my favorite shows at that time.
If you're interested
But then,
in
of
any of
course,
these comics or any of these toys that we talk about tonight, guys, don't forget you get 20% off with the code WTHC20 on the website. It's toysplayatnight.com. It's right there in the banner going across the bottom. Go to his website, check it out. If you're a toy collector, if you're interested in selling your toys, hit up George. You can hit him up right there at the website. He'd be interested in looking at what you have, helping you out, getting rid of it for you, selling it, buying it off you, whatever you might be interested in. And everything's for sale. So go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
yeah. And then you, of course, you can't forget Captain America.
Oh, yeah. Captain America. America.
But yeah, what, like you said, when you think about superheroes, the first person that comes to mind is Superman.
Well, my daddy, of course, but then Superman.
Well, and Superman, he is my favorite. Like,
Is he
out of
your favorite?
all,
I was going to ask, out of all the
yep,
superheroes in the whole world,
yes,
you know who mine
Superman.
is?
Who?
I can't tell you because I don't know his name, but he's always been my favorite. He had the little blue blobs that hung out with him all the time. They were like bleep and bleep, bleep and bleep.
Ooh,
And
yeah,
Space
yeah.
Ghost. Was he Space Ghost or was that a
Space
different
Ghost.
guy?
No.
Anyway,
Oh,
Space
I'm
Ghost
trying to think of his
became
name.
another movie, didn't it? Or became
Yep.
another character, didn't it?
Yes, Space Ghost. That was a long-running cartoon.
Yeah, but this is a
I watched
cartoon
Space
from back
Ghost.
when we were kids, man, back in the
Yes,
70s. And he had two little
70s,
blue
80s.
blobs that hung out with him everywhere he went. And they were like his sidekicks.
No,
Bleep
that
and
was the caveman guy.
Yeah, he was
He
in
was a
that say
super.
Hanna-Barbera. He was
Yes,
probably a
yes,
Hanna-Barbera superhero, yeah.
yes,
And
yeah.
Speed, but I liked Hanna-Barbera because they had Speed Buggy.
Oh, yes.
Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Got a little.
I can definitely tell you like that show.
Yeah, I did. I liked all those those cartoons were badass. The ones like even like the Scooby Doo's on Hanna-Barbera, right? Did they have Scooby Doo on Hanna-Barbera? Is he a
They did.
Hanna-Barbera doll?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
he
right.
was.
So back in the
Yep.
day, the cartoons they were just colored different. They were just brighter, and I don't know. Maybe they were brighter for me because I was a little special. I don't know, but they caught my eye, and I liked them. I liked them a lot.
Yep. Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
those are my favorite too.
Oh, actually, we got to take a break. We got our 420 song today.
Yep.
And today,
That's right.
it's All My Heroes Are Potheads by our friends P Funk North. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Hey.
Oh, you already know. Roll it up.
All my heroes are potheads. All my friends are too. So why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are potheads. I wanna be like Snoop D or Double G, sipping gin and juice, smoking THC. I wanna be like Cheech and Chong, selling trendy hair tampons, taking hits from the bong. Say oh, 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 oh. I've got the munchies, bro. 'Cause all my heroes are potheads. All my friends are too. So why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are potheads.
Yeah.
I wanna be like Willie Nelson, more marijuana, less country western. I wanna be like Bob Marley, puff a Macaya with all family. Say oh, 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 oh. I've got the munchies, bro. Oh my God, I love Doritos. All my heroes are potheads. All my friends are too. So why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are potheads. There are so many more. But I just can't remember. No, because all my heroes are potheads. All my friends are too. So why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are potheads. All my heroes are potheads. All my friends are too. So why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are potheads.
Are you searching for affordable products and great rosin? Well, look no further. Whether you're keeping it simple or going all out, we've got you covered. Sunny's for everyday deals, and Hash RX for that premium fire. Sunny's keeps your stash affordable, giving you value every single day. When you want the best, Hash RX. Oklahoma's premium live rosin. No solvents, no shortcuts. Affordable or premium, the choice is yours. Find us at Oklahoma dispensaries.
We're back. Woohoo!
Yeah, we're back.
That was a great song. I love that song. Welcome
that
in,
was very
Super
fitting.
Hawk Bricks. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. That makes me think of another hero of mine from when I was a child. Do you remember Super Fuzz?
Super Fuzz, yes, I do.
Super. Yeah, that was one of my favorite. He would blow the bubble gum, right, and make a big bubble.
Right.
Yeah.
So Super Hawk Bricks down there he's going to be our guest. Well, hopefully him and his wife, are going to be guests for December 3rd, Toys Play at Night show.
Awesome. Oh, that's great to know.
They,
Superhawk, send me a
they
friend request when
yep,
you can, so I can send. So I have you already ready for the night of the show. That'll be
yep.
great. Yeah.
They do everything Lego. They
Nice
are
to meet you
Lego
guys. Ooh,
masters.
Lego. Oh, I wish I knew you back in the day when I was selling them for $10 a pound. Anyway, moving on. Nice to meet you, Super. There's another Super Cabre. Is that right?
So,
Cabra.
but
All
here,
right, go ahead.
there's Batman. See, we haven't talked about
Oh
Batman
yeah.
yet.
You know who would love this show? Our friend Kyle. Remember Kyle? He would
Yes.
love the show because he's a big Batman and Superman and Spider-Man fan.
I actually have, like, back here, there are lots of Batman and Spider-Man figures.
Now, do you have them like any from prices like from $1 all the way up to the ones that are worth tons of money?
Yes,
So, like,
absolutely.
if I needed to pick up 6 or 7 little dollar Batman dolls, I could go there and say, you know what, I'm having a Batman birthday party. Let me hit up my friend George at Toys Play at Night, and he can probably get me 6 or 7 little Batman dolls for the kids that are going to.
I'm sure. Like, just looking on the shelf over there,
Not
I
the
see.
hippie special, not doing it for hippie.
No.
I mean, like, if I was an ordinary regular person with my 20% off for
Yep.
using the
Nope.
code
I
WP20.
see a $2 one sitting on the shelf right there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, $2 is fine as well, as long as there
Yeah.
are some affordable ones there as well. I don't want to walk.
Absolutely.
I
We
hate
have all
walking into a
price
store
ranges.
where I can't afford nothing. You know, like I
Right.
feel dirty when I walk out of there. I'm like, well, I'm as poor as fuck. Let me get
Well,
out.
and you know, and that's the thing too. When it comes to our online store, I know there's a lot of toy stores that, you know, they have like a $10 and over before they put stuff on, because it does take a lot of work, you know,
Oh,
researching
absolutely.
and taking pictures and listing everything. But I have stuff on the website for $1.50, all that. I don't mind doing that.
Well, that's good to know. I got to go over to the toy store and check it out. The website. It's right here in the banner going across the bottom there. I want to thank everybody for being here. Make sure you go out and hit that little thumbs up. That helps us a lot. And subscribe if you could, because George is going to be here forever now. He's going to be doing this show every week, so you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. Go ahead, George. Sorry.
Yep. And here's Spider-Man.
The man, the myth, the legend himself, Spidey.
Yep. Now
I don't know much about their storylines. Like, I was never a superhero big fan. You know, like, I never got like, oh my god, I need to dress like Batman this year. You know, I didn't care who I dressed up as on Halloween, as long as I got the food. That was all I gave a shit. He's a fat bastard, you know that. So yeah. So anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, and I don't remember, you know, growing up. I think I was the Hulk at one time. I think I was Superman at one time.
That hard plastic mask, right?
Yes, yeah, the plastic vinyl pullover that you put over you, and then that hard mask.
You have your mom tie it behind your neck. Yeah, I remember that. That shit was cool.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of the Hulk,
cool.
Have you heard of the toy line Mego? MEGO.
I feel like I have, but you know, I'm very high as well. So,
well, Mego, it was a toy company. It was founded in 1950.
They have the little toys that the Michios, Ikios, Igios, Ichios, Igios.
They're 8-inch figures is what they mainly did.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and in the 1970s, early 1970s, is when they pretty much shifted to their superhero line. So they came out with everything, and it was the characters with, you know, the real hair, you know,
hair.
Like flocked clothing.
He looks like Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
That's Supergirl.
Is that who it is?
No, that's Supergirl.
Oh, I didn't know.
And she's expensive.
Look at those legs. Look at that price.
$65.
Is she felt, or does she have felt fur?
hard plastic,
Uh-huh.
joint joint to
So
dance.
she has like tights on or something because her legs
Yep,
look
and
strange.
it's a fuzzy fabric.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because her legs looked a little strange. I was like,
Yep.
oh.
And most of the Migos
Hey.
had that type of clothing, but then they came out with a larger Migo, and this is what I was talking about. And I don't
12
think
inch. The big 12-inch.
yes.
Oh, look at that bad boy.
So you
All
can
with
see
adjustable,
how big he
all the
is.
joints adjustable. I saw that
Yes,
bend pretty nice.
yes they are.
Yeah, that's a nice toy. What's that bad
He
boy going for?
he is actually quite rare.
Yeah, he
Very
looks
very
nice.
hard to come by the bigger characters. He is worth $100.
Oh! Oh my goodness.
But
What do
yeah,
you think of that Lego family?
he
$100
is
for the Hulk.
actually quite
Yeah.
large. I think he is about
Put him
10
next to your head
inches.
there so I could compare there, big head. Oh my goodness, you are a big fella, Hulk. Goodness
So
gracious.
so then if you look at the normal size,
Oh yeah, yeah, look at that.
there's
Now,
very
is
much
that like
a
the
difference.
normal size of a 6? That's a 6-inch, you said, right?
The 8 inch.
Oh, that little one's an 8-inch?
Yep.
My goodness,
So
I've been measuring for years. My goodness, 8 inches is a lot
here,
smaller than I thought.
here, here's a good. Let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Okay, there's the difference between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
Oh yeah, look at the size
and
difference
Amigo.
there. Are
Very
their
much
feet
difference.
their feet are the same at the same level right there? Yeah,
Yep.
look at that shit. The Migos, is that what it is?
Mego.
Migos?
Mego.
Mego. They are a little taller there. She's got some nice
They are.
legs. Her legs don't
They are.
quit, man. She's got some legs that don't quit. Supergirl. No cape on that girl, huh?
Yep. No cape. That is missing. Sadly, she'd be worth a
Oh,
lot
okay. It
more. If I
should
had
have.
that.
Oh, if she had the
And the
cape, it'd
boots.
be a
Cape and boots are missing on her.
I
Otherwise,
didn't
she'd be
know
$100.
I didn't know Supergirl was ginger. Hmm. All right, go
Uh,
on.
yeah. Well, the blonde.
That's
Yeah.
blonde. Oh, okay.
But
She got
you
like
know what? You know
blonde,
what?
like
These
you got
toy lines.
blonde.
These toy lines used to take other dolls and put their heads on different bodies and different clothes.
Me
So
too.
yeah.
My sister's Barbies and my brother's Barbies. Oh, sorry.
Well,
Sorry, my brother.
I don't know if you've heard about the mold for the Halloween mask of Jason. I think it's Jason. Uh, was William Shatner's Captain Kirk head?
His face, his head.
Yep,
I didn't
yep,
know that.
yep.
Amazing.
They used the same mold and just painted it differently.
Wow.
But maybe it wasn't Jason. What's the one with the oh
The
I
fingers.
horrible. Yeah, the
Freddy
the
Krueger.
knife. Nope. The knife guy that
With
walks in.
the hockey mask. The one with the
No,
hockey mask?
the other one.
I
I'm
don't know.
I
We're talking
I
superheroes,
don't
not villains tonight. Not villains.
I don't like
Adrian!
horror.
You don't like horror?
I'm not a horror person. I don't care for that. So, but yeah, the guy that has the mask, he's all in gray, like a gray suit. He has a
That's
knife.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. There we go.
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah, that is William Shatner's mask, Captain Kirk.
He needs one. Moving on. Moving on.
But-
What else you got for us, buddy?
I know,
I'm
but yeah,
enjoying it.
when like we were talking before at the very beginning, when it comes to superheroes can be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, it doesn't need to be a human form.
Oh yeah, they were one of my heroes back in the day.
Well, one of my favorite toy lines was Masters of the Universe.
Oh, He-Man!
Yes, they were definitely
By
superheroes.
the power
There's
of
no doubt about it.
Grayskull. I've got the power. Oh my
Well,
god, I love that show.
Masters Universe and Thundercats, they were my equals.
Oh my god, Thundercats too. Go.
I love those.
Thundercats. Go. I'm sorry. I'm not going to act them all out. I don't think. I might. I don't know. I'm
Well,
falling in love here.
you're the sound effects. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll keep it down. I'll try.
Well,
Keep going.
now this was definitely a superhero.
Oh
Captain
my
Planet.
goodness, Captain Planet. I don't know him. I've seen him. I wasn't a big fan.
And and the thing is, I wasn't either. I
Hey,
watched the
Captain
show
Planet
when
never
it was
really
on.
came into my universe. I mean, he came in, but he wasn't. It didn't catch me. It didn't catch
Well,
me like
and
GI
that
Joe. Now GI Joe.
you are, yeah, GI Joe, and those can be considered superheroes as well.
They were.
Yeah, especially when they survived everything.
Yeah, when you came in with that big aircraft carrier, you had
Yep.
no issues.
Nope.
That's right. All right, going
But
on. What else?
but even in different genres. Now, I know he's not a superhero; he's a villain. But
He's one of
that's
the
Dick
villains of Dick
Tracy.
Tracy. But yeah, Dick Tracy was a hero.
Yep. I don't have any Dick Tracys though, so I only have this one, um, Al Caprice, and I don't remember what the other guy is. I have one other one.
I wouldn't know
They're
who the hell
they're
you're
very
talking
hard to
about.
come by.
Yeah, I wasn't a Dick Tracy guy either. I mean, I watched a couple times. I read the whatever comic
Comic.
more often
Yeah.
than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know growing up in high school, yeah, because it was high school when I started getting into this, and I always looked um
Born.
at this comic as
Oh,
as a superhero to me, only because yes, it made fun of everyone, but that was like the hero form.
Alfred E. Newman,
Yeah.
Mad Magazine. My goodness.
And
Yes.
what I liked most about that, he always was a character. And here's a magazine, Batman
Oh,
and
look at
Robin.
him. There he is, Alfred.
That's that.
Al. A. What's the A for?
Alfred A. Newman, I do not know.
Alfred
Or
A.
Alfred E. E, not A.
Yeah, Alfred. Right. Going
I don't
on.
know what that stands for.
It's very cool.
But yeah, Mad Magazine, that was one of my favorite magazines to read during study hall.
Parents said it was too
in
dirty.
high
I
school.
wasn't. They had jokes in there. I wasn't allowed to read it.
Really?
Jokes were dirty. My parents told
That's
me.
funny. That's funny.
My parents
But
were.
Spy versus Spy, I love that. Like that was the one thing I looked
Yeah, that's
forward
the one.
to.
That's the one that got me in trouble. Spy versus Spy. I'd always use bad words when I read that one.
Well, there was always a
Oh,
good one and a
shit.
bad one.
Look at what he did.
but that's pretty much the basis for all the superheroes. You have to have a good guy. You have to have a bad guy. You can't be a superhero if there's no bad guy.
Now, what
It
about
doesn't
your
work.
local firefighter? They're superheroes, and
Yes,
there's
they
no
are.
bad guys.
Well, there is the bad guy is the fire.
Oh, all right. It's a bad fire. Bad fire.
Yeah. You're putting out the fire. Someone that started that fire, if someone did, then they're the bad guy.
They're the bad guy. Yeah.
You got cops and robbers. You got good and bad.
And what about those superheroes that save people's lives every day? Our EMTs and our ambulance drivers.
Yep, those are superheroes as well.
Yeah. And they're fighting disease and injury.
Exactly. Superheroes do not always wear capes.
That's the truth.
That is.
All right.
So it's all about perspective. Growing up, especially when you're young, who do you look up to? Is there a certain fictional character? Is there, a movie character or TV character you look up at? Are they in your eyes a superhero, or are they a villain? There's a lot of people I know that do not collect superheroes; they collect villains.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people like that too.
Yeah,
From
I
being
have
in the
people
business.
come in all the time, and they're looking for like Joker. or something like that. That's what they collect. They
The
collect the
newest Joker or
anti-hero.
the oldest Joker, right? Yeah.
Yep. And like I said, behind me, there's probably, oh man, probably about 500 superheroes in this case. It
Heroes,
is.
not villains.
Well, and villains.
Oh, heroes
I
and villains. Okay.
I call it the superhero case, even though there's
It's
villains there
okay.
too.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's all this. It's all those dolls. That's
It is.
all those
It is.
action figures. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call them dolls. Everybody. I apologize. Don't want to get beat up by the
But
superhero fans.
but they are dolls. Like
Well, they're
especially
action figures. I didn't mean that. I meant action figures.
especially the Migos.
That's a
Those are
doll, man.
more like dolls. If they have a fuzzy head, it's a
I was 8
doll.
inches smaller. Man. Sorry.
but
She's older,
yeah,
right?
like when it came to He-Man, one of the things I watched a documentary on the toy line, and the boys love the
Were they
Master
Mattel?
Universe. Yes, I believe it is Mattel that did.
He-Man was a Mattel toy, I thought. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
I don't remember either.
It's
Right
okay.
off the
Just
top
go
of my
on.
head.
I don't want to cut yours. I'm just trying to make
That's
little points as we go. Go
But
ahead.
with the Masters Universe, all these boys looked up to these characters and loved them, and the creators, they saw that girls were not playing with them. So what did they do? They created She-Ra. So there
She-Ra.
was
I
there was
remember
a
her.
line of toys of that
For the
universe
girl.
for girls,
Mm-hmm.
and
She-Ra was a
I
superhero.
collected Masters Universe. Like that was my biggest toys
Oh,
that I
really?
had.
When you were a
I
kid, you
had
had every He-Man shit, all the.
I had 95% of everything made
All right.
of
Little
the
quiz
Masters
here.
Universe.
What was the tiger's name?
The tiger was Battle Cat and Cringer.
No, who was the bad guy?
That guy was Skeletor,
All right. That's enough.
and his cat was Panther.
Yeah, I was gonna say his cat's next, but you got it. All right. I'll verify. You're good. Go ahead.
But I had almost every single vehicle. I had almost every single action figure with it. Even accessory stuff. I spent all my money on that. That was my favorite. I played with that stuff beyond belief. Like I played nightly with the Masters Universe. I even had the Castle Eternia, which I am so sad that I sold that. That was one mistake that I did make. You know that
Is that the big castle, or is that a
that
different castle
that is
amongst
the
all the
great
He-Man castles?
that is the great big 3 foot tall tower with the two
Oh
towers
yeah,
on the side and the
yep.
monorail that goes around
Around
everything.
it. Yeah, I remember the good old days. Yeah, my
Yeah,
brother, he was a big he was a big He-Man collector.
yeah,
I grew out of toys at a young age. I guess I don't know.
yeah.
I found girls at a
That
young age.
that
I guess.
Eternia today, I believe the going price for it unboxed is right around $2,000. And if you have the box in the box, I think
Good
that's like
Lord.
5,000. It is so rare. But I had that, and sadly, I sold it.
That's
Sadly.
crazy. Did you sell it for at a good price at least?
Well, and here's the thing. I sold that about 11, 12 years ago.
Okay.
And I was just trying to clean stuff out. I was not into the toy line. I had boxes and boxes and boxes of all the Masters Universe. And I was just so afraid stuff was going to get broke. That was my big thing. And, I started looking things up and saw how much the Masters Universe were. So I started pricing them. Then I put the Castle Eternity together. It was almost all there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this out. At the market value at that time was $1,400,
Wow.
and it wasn't complete. There was only a few pieces missing. So I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens. Well, I actually had someone come in and they bought it for that. did not come down on
No,
price or anything.
no questions. Yeah, because they knew
Nope.
more than you did,
They
probably.
knew.
Yeah.
The funny
Oh,
thing,
I'll take
the,
that cash.
yep. The funny thing is, after they bought it, it was probably 6 months later or so. I was going through some more boxes of stuff. I found the rest of it. So I found the other parts.
Oh,
So
that's
there was about $400 worth of parts extras that I found, which I
did you
didn't
tell them?
realize. Well, I've sold some of them. I still have like 2 pieces left. I have the one. Uh, it's like a machine gun thing, turret thing that you sit in, and
If
a
anybody needs
flag
it,
set. Yep, and a
anybody
flag
needs it.
set.
See,
So
he's got me.
the actual flag set sells for $100 alone. I could not believe that when I saw
You're
that.
gonna give me a freaking stroke over here.
Well, I know. Well,
Oh my
there was
goodness.
one little part, and if you do go on the website and go into the Master Universe, I think it's probably one of the first items listed, so it'd be on the very
Part
first
1A.
page, and it is a monorail clip. So it's about a 2-inch plastic part. I sold that for like $150. It is the most
Crazy.
rarest
Because somebody
piece.
wants it so bad that it'll make their complete set complete. And
Well,
they're
the
like, you know
problem with
what?
it,
I'll pay
without that,
$150
without
for
it,
it.
the monorail doesn't work properly.
Right.
And
Think about
and
that with
I,
like the old racetracks and the old kids
yeah,
racetracks, the superhero racetracks. That's what I meant.
yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause I know we're
and
supposed to
and,
be
and
talking about superheroes.
that's fine. And I almost threw that part away because it looked like junk. It was just a piece of
Probably did.
plastic.
I probably
But
did. I probably threw so many pieces of
right,
garbage that I thought were just garbage, like Bratz. I
exactly.
know the Bratz stuff is very valuable. Their
Yep,
outfits, their toys,
absolutely.
their purses, their
Monster,
accessories. All
the
their
Monster High. Yep,
oh, and
Monster
Monster
High
High. Yeah, I used to
accessories.
throw that shit away like it was nothing. Bleep, right into the
Yep,
dumpster. Dump the rest of that into the dumpster over there. The kid
yep.
knew, and the kid would go over and dump
Nope.
it in the
I
dumpster.
I save all parts because you never know what they're for and when you need it.
Yeah,
So
but I
I
didn't have
have
enough.
this.
My thing is that I don't know how you do it because I didn't have enough time in my day to be able to do all the searching and all that you need to do to
Well,
say
I
where
don't
does this
either.
shoe go to?
I don't either. That's what I do. That's my rest. When I come home from work, I will sit down on the couch. I'll put YouTube on or a movie on, and I will let that thing play. And I will work on the website. I will go through toys and price toys, research toys, and
That's
then
your
it's time for bed.
downtime, huh?
That is my downtime.
You gotta
Absolutely.
get a better hobby, man.
Making money is a great hobby.
No, I guess that's a good hobby, but I mean, man, sitting there
It's
researching
treasure
Barbie
hunting.
shoes has got to be
It's treasure
driving you
hunting.
nuts.
Well, that's the most exciting part. And what drives me is how much is that worth? That
Yeah.
question.
Because
How
that
much is
pair of
that worth?
Barbie boots could be worth $200 because they're rare and they only came on one Barbie. And
Absolutely. I was going through some Barbie shoes and clothes, and I found these weird red and white striped shoes. And I'm like, what are these? And I had no clue. I tried, typing it in, could not figure it out. Well, I set them aside because I didn't want to just put like a couple bucks on them.
yeah,
It was probably about 2 months later, somebody showed me how to do an image search, like take a
right,
picture
right,
and then
right. Yeah.
and go with there. So I did that, and all of a sudden, here were
Whoop,
these shoes in front of me
popped up
on the web.
on a Barbie or whatever doll. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, no.
They were, to my surprise, the multi-million-dollar man shoes.
The multi-million
Oh,
dollar
the million
man
dollar
shoe.
man. The million dollar man,
Oh,
Steve
Ted
Austin.
DiBiase.
No, Steve Austin.
Oh, Steve Austin, the
The
million
the,
dollar
the
man. I
TV
thought the
series, the
wrestler.
Million Dollar Man. Yeah.
I thought the wrestler. I'm sorry.
Well, I know
Oh
there's
yeah,
a Million
no,
Dollar
that's
Man.
even better. Steve Austin's even older. That's from the '70s. That's like
Exactly.
Stretch Armstrong and that kind of
Those
stuff back
I
then.
sold those shoes. It was either $35 or $50. I don't remember the price.
For a pair
But
of little plastic shoes
a
that went on
pair
your
of little
feet.
plastic shoes that I would have just put a couple bucks on because they looked weird
Right.
and
They were
not
just little.
normal.
You can't tell. Don't throw your kids' toys away, man.
No,
I'm telling you.
you never
Even
know.
nowadays, because 30 years from now, 50 years from now, they're gonna be worth something.
But even going through the Barbie shoes and Monster High shoes, those things are all worth $8-10 a pair. It
You
is
wonder why Santa
crazy.
Claus has so many elves working for him, right? Because there's
Exactly.
just so much damn work in the toy
I,
business.
I I wish there was more elves here. That would be
You need
great.
elves to help you, yeah.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that toy hoard, of my storage from last show,
Right,
and
right.
I was telling some other people about it, and they're like, "How long is that going to actually take you to go through?" And I said, "Well,
Yeah. I don't
on
think
the
you'll finish it.
podcast,
I
no,
don't
on the
think you'll finish it.
podcast, no, on the podcast, I said it was about 5 years, but the more I thought about it after, there's probably 10 years of toys down there, and that's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
stuff every single day.
I don't think you'll ever finish it. Your
No, because I
collection
keep
that
on
you
buying.
currently have now, because you'll continue to bring stuff in,
Absolutely.
and when you pass,
Absolutely.
unfortunately, someday you will,
Now I'm gonna be a robot.
you will still have never have seen everything that you
My
have.
my brain's gonna be put into a robot body so I live forever.
Oh, well, I hope so. I hope that happens for everybody.
I hope so.
But yeah, but unfortunately, as of right now, it doesn't look that way. And I'm gonna say you're never gonna see everything that you have because your toy collection is already
I
way too big. Unless you go like
exactly.
savage on it, nuts trying to get rid of it all.
I know.
Do you have
And
more
that'll
that you want to
probably
say
never
about
happen.
this stuff? I don't want to cut your stories off. Keep going. Keep
No,
going. I don't-
that was all with that. So,
Oh,
but no,
you're
I
caught up on
it,
your
so,
show.
so, sometimes reality sets in with actually what I have, and just like thinking about moving scares me.
You can't. I think
No.
about moving in my house, and I don't have a collection of. I have a collection of garbage. Over here there's some garbage in that room, and there's some
Yep.
garbage. But overall, we don't have a ton of nothing compared to what you have, and I'm petrified to have to move. Like we're
Yep.
getting old now. It's
Oh,
not
I
as
know.
easy, when we were
That
20, 25, and
that
you're
that that
picking
that
shit
is
up
the
and
hard part.
running up and down the ramp, going up and down the ramp 30 times in a half hour.
Yep. Yep. Well, I know if we move at some point, which we will eventually, because I want my own built house, with this amazing studio in the basement with toys and Lego and all that. So yeah,
Right.
that's on my list.
It's your
But
bucket list. I got you.
it is. But you we're going to take slow with the move. It's not going to be a quick move for sure. It can't be.
Yeah.
There's just too many toys here.
Yeah, and you can't forget nothing.
No, no,
You gotta bring
and I
everything.
can't throw things away. That's for sure.
Ever.
Nope. You never know when someone wants it,
And
and
you
it's
can't let up a good bargain either. You can't let a good
no,
bargain
no,
go by.
and that's the I don't. When I see a good deal with toys, I buy it.
Yeah. How often do you buy? Do you buy daily? Do you buy weekly? Do you buy monthly?
Uh, well, toy
Or does it all
collections
just
all depends
depend
on the
on
people that come in.
yeah, it all just depends pretty
Yeah,
much on somebody comes in. You get a lot of phone
yeah,
calls,
but
people asking you. Do you turn a lot of people down? Like you're a dumbass, get away from me?
sometimes I do. It all depends on what they have. If it's stuff that I have tons of, unless I'm getting it dirt cheap where it can sit for 10 years, I don't want it. But if it's stuff that I'm looking for that I don't have that would be very complimentary in here, I'll buy it, and put it
Right.
away or, you know,
What about
try as
our
soon as I
Lego
can to get
friend?
it out.
Our new Lego friends. Have you bought Legos? I mean, have they bought Legos off of you? Have you sold them Legos,
No,
or do you? No, you just know them from
no.
the industry, from the business.
I know 'em from going to Brick World and seeing the Lego displays,
Oh,
and from TikTok.
I would love to talk to. Oh, I'd love to see this. I can't wait to see that show. Are they going to show off the displays and stuff?
I hope so.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I haven't fully discussed what we're going to be doing, but I'm going to be
Yeah.
interviewing them
Love
all about Lego
Legos.
because
I don't like
they're
stepping on them.
yeah, they're all about Lego.
Yeah.
And we will be in our Lego room next week, so you'll
Do you have
see.
your own little Lego room as well?
We do.
Oh, very cool.
So that's
I
going to
used
be the
to sell
backdrop.
Legos, $10 a pound back in the day. That was my
Yeah,
deal.
well, you,
I was a dealer
the
of Legos.
average. Well, I guess it depends where you go. A lot of it is $10 a pound. You can find it for about 5, 6. That's a
It
decent
all
price.
depends, right, on who on the
Yeah,
market, right? The Lego market.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
Most of the
sometimes of the
most of
year
the
it'll be you can get them for $5 a pound. Sometimes
yeah.
it might even be $15 a pound if there's
Yeah,
somebody trying
a
to
lot of
sucker you.
Lego stores, those are $10 a pound. There, you pick your pieces. If it's a mystery bunch, those go about 5, 6.
They're
So,
gonna gladly give us a tour of their store, the
yeah,
Legos. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. That's when
yeah.
it is, December 3rd.
That's December 3rd.
Nice. Woo woo. I'm excited. Pumped up for that one already. I like them. Like I said, I love Legos. I think it's amazing the way people build them and turn them into the amazingness that they can create. But I don't have the patience. I'm like that with puzzles and the small stuff. I get frustrated and it's throw it across the room and I'm done with that. I don't want to see it ever again.
I get frustrated with that stuff too. That's why I like my action figures. Those are
So I like
the
my
funnest.
wrestlers. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the funnest to research and price because it's a big piece. It's a big item. Well, not big item, but it's a
Yeah, but
bulky
so many
item
chances for
that's
flaws. The bigger it
pricey.
is, the more flaws, right? I mean, don't you
Well,
think?
yeah, exactly.
Scratches, dents,
I I
divots.
I try not to get great big things. Like, I've passed up on so many Imaginext sets, and I don't know if you know what those are.
That when
Imagine
the balls connect to the sticks and to
Nope.
make the
Nope.
magnetics. Oh,
Imagine Next are a toy line. A lot of superheroes, but they're like 2-inch figures. They don't move. Well, yeah, I guess their arms move and that, but it's for smaller kids,
okay.
like maybe
So they
10
can put them in
under,
their
12
mouths. Yeah.
under. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no little small parts to them, but
Oh,
there are so many play sets to that. I have a couple, but not many. I don't have the room for play sets, but I have passed up so many amazing collections of those just because I don't have the room. I don't have the storage room. I don't
right.
have the
Because
sale
they're
room.
whole sets too. You got to set the whole thing up. It's like setting up
Exactly.
Legos, like for instance, with our
Yep.
new Lego friends, they have to have like big display areas to set up the beautiful displays that they build. Depending,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Like,
if they're a 2-foot display to a 200-foot display, depending
yep.
on what they're building.
Well, and
Yep.
and when we made our Lego room, I built a table for Lego City. I put the base plates down, and within 1 week, I took the base plates up, and that was my shipping center.
It
So
changed. It was no longer a Lego city, huh?
it was never Lego City. It
It
started.
lasted no time.
The grass and the roads were put down, but that was it.
Yeah, I get
And
it. I
right
get it.
and right now, it
It's the
is
patience thing.
full of toys to be priced.
At least you're using that space.
I know, but I actually got to clean. I got to clean it up for next or in the show in 2 weeks because we won't be having a show next week because of
The
Thanksgiving
hippie and Thanksgiving, yeah. The
and you.
hippie and
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All
So
right.
we're skipping next week, but then on December 3rd, we'll be back with
We will be back.
Superhawk.
Yep. Super Hawk bricks. I
Yep.
love it. All right. You want to wrap it up, my friend? Because it's just about time. 8:59. Anything else you want to tell them?
Well, I would say to think tonight about who your superhero was as a kid and see if you still have some of those memories of toys in boxes in the attic and the basement. And if you don't, and you want to relive that memory and that experience of when you were little, go and find them out there. And I'm not saying come to our website, but just go and look for them and
Go
see
to
if
the
you can bring
website.
back those
Don't look for
memories.
him. Go to the website. You'll get a lot of memories. Go to his website.
Well,
Check
yes,
it
you
out.
will.
He's got tons of memories you're going to come across. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. I will not be back on December 3rd. I'll be down in the studio running the stuff from behind the scenes. George is taking over by himself,
Yep.
so he's going to be
It's
running.
scary, but I'll be
All
doing
his,
it.
it's nothing to be scared about. I'll be down right there.
know.
I can pop
I
up at any time if you need me. All right. I want to thank everybody again for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share. George will be back again on December 3rd with
Yep.
Super Hawk Bricks.
Yes.
And we're very excited. That being said, I think that's it, right, buddy?
Yes, that's it.
All right. Until next time. Peace, love.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Welcome to the shop where the colors come alive. Collectors dream and never shine like fireworks.